Hey everyone, Tyler here, and in today's video, we're taking a look at this GameSir G7 SE controller that works with Xbox. Now, I'm excited to talk to you today about this controller because I've been using a different G7 SE for quite some time, and so I know a lot about this controller, and I want to talk about some of the features that it offers. Before we actually jump in and talk about the controller, I did want to point out that it did come with this GameSir decal right here, as well as this card for Xbox Game Pass. However, yours may vary. Just make sure that it does come with those accessories if you're expecting them. I also wanted to show you right here that we do have this cord. Now, this is just a USB-C to USB-A cord, a really nice high quality cord with a really nice texture on it. It almost kind of feels like a threaded material, but I also like that it comes with this little Velcro strap to make it nice and compact there. The cord also has a good amount of length, so you can go ahead and be back from your Xbox a little bit when you're using the cord. Now, one thing I wanted to mention about this controller as we jump in is you'll notice that the controller has a very similar layout to those official Xbox controllers, but one thing I wanted to point out is there are a few differences. You'll notice this memory button right down here. We're actually going to talk about that in just one moment, but if we go ahead and flip the controller up here, you can see there is that mute button right there next to the 3.5mm port where you go ahead and plug in a headset. So you do have that mute button right there, and then on the back, we've actually got these buttons back here, which almost kind of work as paddles. I really like these buttons a lot. They are excellent and they fit right where my fingers rest, which makes them really easy to go ahead and click when I need. Now, one thing that's great, and I thought just a fantastic feature that they added here, is they have locks for each one. So you can go ahead and flip those switches and lock them so they can't be engaged. Because they rest kind of right where your fingers rest, it does make it kind of accidental. You can accidentally hit them occasionally. So if you want to lock them and disable them completely, you certainly can with those little switch locks. Now, as far as the controller goes, this controller is a really nice controller. It fits in my hand. It feels roughly about the size of an Xbox controller, maybe just a little bit smaller. But again, really nice triggers and bumpers. Everything feels really nice and just high quality. But one thing that's very unique about this is these have tried to eliminate stick drift. Now, they use some different special technology to kind of eliminate that stick drift, but really it does a great job. As far as all my tests have gone with this controller and stick drift tests, they've passed every time, and I've been super impressed with them because they really do pass these very difficult to pass stick drift tests. Now, as far as the actual GameSir controller, this controller does have an application that you can go ahead and actually add to your Xbox, and it allows you to kind of remap button, change these triggers from maybe a pull all the way in trigger to a hairline trigger. So as soon as you tap it, it actually becomes the full input, even if you're just barely tapping it, kind of simulating trigger stops in a way on a digital side. There's really so many features in that GameSir app for Xbox that allows you to really take full advantage of this controller, and so I'd highly recommend checking that out if you're going to go ahead and grab this controller. Guys, if you're looking for an awesome controller for Xbox and want to get those back buttons, which are really helpful, especially when playing different types of games that require you to have a lot of maneuverability, those make it so easy to be able to hold your fingers or your thumbs on the joysticks and also be accessing those buttons back there. For that reason, I would highly recommend this GameSir G7 SE controller.